And then tomorrow is the 6th. So right here, we don't really have anything. Um, USSLO. Tomorrow is Monday, right here the 6th. Tuesday is the 7th. So we do have some 3-year notes here. Sometimes these do move the market, but not always. It's a bunch of orange news, as you can see here. Nothing crazy. Red news here if you're trading crude oil on Wednesday. So Tuesday we might get some movement here, midday, looks like. All our mornings are clear though. U.S. wholesale inventories, month over month. So Wednesday looks like there's could be some movement here in the middle of the day. And then Thursday we have initial jobless claims. So it looks like these 3 days are here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Um, not too crazy. Thursday is the day where you can actually size correctly and trade after the news release. So Thursday is the day where it's a good day to trade, seems like. Friday, we have the University of Michigan sentiment. Friday. So it looks like Friday we can get some movement too. So Thursday and Friday. Besides that, coming into the week here, you should be sizing lightly, base hit to create get yourself some cushion for the week. If you guys are on prop firm, there's no cushion. If you guys are doing evaluation, there's no cushion. Okay, so I noticed some of you, I've heard you guys said some things like you're trying to build a cushion for yourself. There is no cushion in prop firms. Okay, so especially during your evaluation, where you guys are trying to make the most money you guys can during the early stages of your eval to create a cushion, that doesn't exist. Okay, whatever money you make during eval, you cannot trail it. You cannot lose any back because then that comes back into your drawdown. So there is no such thing as cushion. So I just want to make that clear for you guys. So some of you guys may be confused. And having a burger lunch, nice. Okay, so some of you guys are newer to prop firms and you guys don't understand how prop firms work because of that drawdown. So just want to make sure you guys understand that there is no such thing as a cushion during in the evaluation stage. Okay, so we're gonna start with CL crude oil here, right? Because these are the only tickers we trade, right? Mainly we just focus on C. I haven't even traded CL lately, but I still chart it just for confluence and just kind of keep things updated. Because I know some of you guys do trade CL, so I want to keep you guys updated on the levels also. All right, so we start off on the 4 hours here. This is a turncoat. So turncoat, we're gonna do it right here. Erase that. Where are you from that you have school in 5 hours? Is that right? Is your East Coast sounds like, yeah, or Central. That's crazy. You're in high school, right? From what I read. Yeah, that is crazy, man. Times have changed. When I was a senior in high school, I knew nothing about making money. I just did it, everything, whatever else I know, right? Around whoever my friends were, that's how we make money. But nowadays, there's so many content on the internet that, you can make money so many ways now. So these levels here at the bottom here, as you can see, I just delete all of them. I don't even really need them, but I just haven't gotten a chance to clean it up. These are just older levels. I just haven't had a chance to clean it up. But so far, this turncoat right here looked perfectly, right? Broke down. We came right back up to retest it. So that turncoat's good, still valid. So I want to keep that there. Other than that, right now we're just looking for new zones right here. Right here we need to look for something on this side since we're about to come to it. But it does look like right around this area here. So I am going to start recording these sessions, guys. These Sunday night charting session. I'm gonna start recording every night charting session also. So I'm gonna start posting on YouTube. So if you guys do ever miss it, you guys can always go into the channel and watch it. Okay. So I'm just gonna start recording these sessions going forward. Trying something new here. Mm, starting trading early. If only we had the opportunity to do that during my time, would have been a way more advanced by now. Yeah, living in Asia, that'd be great right there. I wanna have a long extended trip to Asia and just stay there and trade. That is the dream. What background? Right here, this thing, where it has a little bit of like the logo, the watermark. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, I just left it there, just because yeah, we're gonna be streaming it or on YouTube now. So you don't want people, taking these charts and putting it as their own, taking credit for things like that. There's plenty of those guys out there that does that. Right now, we're just gonna take this one. This one is not so much valid anymore. Hmm, 2 minutes. All right, so those are my levels for CL. We'll go do the analysis on it afterwards, but we're just gonna move on to the next levels now. So CL's right there. We're just gonna go to I like to do the VIX next. So the VIX, you see, let's see how it looks on the 4 hour. So the VIX, we're going into a gap fill right now. You can see it here. So we're entering the gap fill, right? That's gap fill that's all the way back there. It's been around for a while. It looks like a gap right here. Yeah, I can see right here right off the bat. So, mm, you come to Malaysia, coming from you. All right, so there's a gap right now that we're in on the VIX here. So we're looking to fill it. But I notice with the VIX, it does not fill right away. It doesn't always fill right away. Sometimes it goes in and goes back out maybe halfway. So I always want to look for something else in between there. So you want to keep your size light going into all the way up until about Thursday. That's Thursdays when you can actually size correctly. Market looks like it might be just kind of ranging until then. 30 minutes. I want to go Malaysia. Malaysia seems, cool. But once I go to Asia, I'll be going everywhere, obviously. Asia's a great place. Someone asked why Asia? Asia's a great place, man. It's a great place to travel to and just stay there for a long extended time. You know, best bang for your buck, and just a lot of places to explore. Once you're in Asia, you can just hop around everywhere. 355. Let's go down to 355 here. 55. So look, we're actually right at the gap fill here. Yep, we're right at the gap fill. Yeah, right there. So look at the fill on VIX right here, which is what? If VIX goes down, then everything else will start coming up from there, right? Which kind of corresponds with what NQ is doing currently. From what I remember, it's been going up. But we'll get to that in a little bit here. Now let's go to ES. Let's go to ES. We're just gonna erase whatever we have from Friday. Start at the 4 hour. High time frame down to lower time frame. That's how we chart. What is this? This one's very This one got moved. for some reason. But this was a trend line. All right, trend line was something like this right here. You guys see, right? All those hits right there. Look at that. Right? All the way down to here, and then now we broke out of it. So I think one of you guys mentioned this trend line also. I had the same exact trend line. We had an iceberg right here on ES also around this area. I think it was at 35, I believe. It was at right around 35. That's this line right here. So we're basically, look, you guys can see it here. We broke out of this downtrend here, right? We're supposed to stay above this level, which we are right now. As you can see right here, look, we retested. We're staying above it right now. We're currently above the levels here. Okay, so based off of this, it's going to the next supply, which is right where our 200 SMA long-term trend line is, moving average. This was the turncoat right here, this little red and green section here, and we are already holding up above that. So we're bullish on ES right now until this area here, this supply here. So around 51.85. We're currently at 51.57, so that's a 30-point move on ES. So that's pretty big on ES. We're at the 4 hour. Let's start charting this area here. Okay, so we got this area. This one's out. This one was the iceberg right here. This little line here. So just gonna go down. Okay, nothing to draw yet. 30 minutes. These levels are still valid right now, the ones that we had previously. This one's so I still want to keep this here because this is a turncoat, and so you can see here, price came up, held that level, and it's still above that level. So that's why I want to keep that turncoat there. It still seems to be reacting to it. Friday was really choppy from what I remember, right? So this is the reason why, right now the levels are not really defined. Whenever we're in a chop or tight range, very hard to look for levels until we go down to the further time frames. Mm, 30 minutes, 15 minutes now. This area looks a little messy. I don't really like the way this area looks here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. I'm just gonna keep that. Yeah, it looks like we're just still in that range right now. See the date here. Is May 5th. We opened right here, right? Right around here. Yeah, I don't really like the way the levels look right now. That's why sometimes with the charting on Sunday sessions, we chart whatever we can find, and then during pre-markets when we fine tune those levels and just kind of, make the adjustments we need. Sometimes during Sunday, the the levels aren't clear yet because we're ranging most of the time during Asia session. So when we're ranging like that, can't really find any levels, right? We're just finding all the internal levels. See, like right now, look, this is what it is, right? Why? Most likely throughout the night, you're gonna get some type of direction already. And then during pre-market, we just draw those levels. Most of the time you draw these levels here, they're just gonna be broken in the morning. So right now, you're just looking for continuation because we already know that we broke out of the downtrend. So continuation would be something like this. You can draw a fib, which is we where do we open? We open right here, right? So you can draw a fib like this. This is your fib, right? But look, it's right in the middle of it. See? So doesn't really help much. You can draw this fib from here down to here, the lowest point, and then that's how far price can retrace down and continue upwards. So this is what you're gonna see if price manipulates, right? Drops down and then comes back up. This is what I'd like to see. You can kind of see it right here. 50% has already been hit. Let's look at it this way right here. Let's do 50%. So from here to here. So this is the kind of move you're looking for right here throughout the night. Most likely this is what's gonna happen for continuation, right? What's that? Yeah, so this is what I'm looking for. This would be OTE right here, optimal trade entry, but this is on ES, okay? So we're gonna move to NQ. It's probably gonna be expecting some type of the same movement. This is what we're looking for on ES though so far. Okay, you can kind of see it right here too. The 200 SMA is creeping up, right? As price moves forward, the price moves down. It's gonna meet up somewhere right there, and then that is what you're looking at, right? So there's that 200 SMA coming up to meet it. 10 minutes. Let's see. All right, let's go to NQ now. NQ, where's it? NQ. Look, NQ, we have the same type of movement. Look, I already drew it for some reason. I don't know why it's on NQ already. Very similar, you see? The arrows are already here. Look, this was predicted, I guess, on Friday. So this is what we were thinking about Friday already. We're just gonna remove all this and redo our levels. Just gonna remove this. Um, remove this. This is the level that we need to stay above right here, this 38%. So this was Friday's level. So we're doing this. Let's go to the 4 hour. So I have all these levels from previously from months now. Okay, so that's why it looks a little messy outside of this range. But we're just gonna focus on what's happening currently, which is right around this area. Let's see where this one came from. So this fib right here came from here to here. Okay. So this is NQ's turncoat, right? ES, as you remember, we did pass above the turncoat for ES, but for NQ, we're actually below that turncoat. You see? So in order for NQ to actually get bullish, we need to stay above here and break through here to become bullish. But this is our 38% right here. As long as we're above this level here on the 38%, we are starting our bullish movement upwards. Once we get above this level, then we can really see ourselves as bullish. But currently, we're still below it. So we just got to move cautiously going upside. I'm going to go ahead and remove this and just draw a new one once we get to it. Now to the 1 hour. Very choppy in this area here. This is where we open up right here, right? Yeah, we open right here with the see where we're at. That was the gap fill right there. Mm. This area seems to be holding right here. Normally I wouldn't draw this level, but because it's choppy, this level seems to be holding here. This is a 30-minute level. So right off the bat here, we can draw a fib like this. Right to the lowest point. So that right there is telling us that furthest this can go down is here at 958. But we actually add the 50% here, right there. It matches up with this higher time frame fib. So this is what we're looking at right here, something like this, right? And then to the next level. So similar to ES, but just not as far down. It happens to match up with our uh, demand, our higher time frame 38% fib, and our 50%. So that's three confluences right there saying this is a good zone to hold. So this is the analysis right now that we have going to tomorrow. So far, this is what it looks like. This is the best looking one. Best looking analysis so far. You can see it making higher lows too. All right, so it's 15 minutes. So where is this? About 980. 980 is where we're looking for the optimal entry right here. If it does bounce, then looking for the upside movement. Once we open up tomorrow, we'll see where the liquidity is at on Bookmap. Right now, I don't have Bookmap open. Usually at nighttime, I don't have it open. Just liquidity levels are just different during nighttime during Asia session. Mm, 11. Yeah, see, normally I would have like some of these levels in between here, but they always get taken out during the nighttime session, during the London session. So there's no point if unless I'm actually trading it, then maybe. But they always get knocked out during the London session. So and then pre-market also they get taken out. So I like to keep the outer external levels, external zones. Mm, yeah. So this is the levels I'm gonna keep. Everything else is just kind of in between. Tomorrow morning I'll be marking those levels, whatever that becomes actual levels, and I see resistance at. But I think right now this is. I think these levels look good here. They're the high time frame levels. Because as you can see here, you look on let's say you go back to the hourly. There's no levels. There's no zones to draw off of these areas. These are all just like London and, oh, sorry, not London. These are all just Asia session levels. So, so that's why I'm not even gonna bother drawing them because in the morning, most likely they're all gonna become invalidated. So this is the analysis that we have right here going into tomorrow. This is what I want happening right here. So as you can see here, it is kind of making that lower highs. So we're looking for something like this. All right, lower highs. Let's go down to the 15-minute. It'll be easier to see. So this analysis was made with the help of Fibonacci demands, demand zone, Fibonacci, higher time frame Fibonacci. And so those three confluences together is giving me this analysis, right? So we're looking at these lower highs coming down here, meeting up to this area here, and looking for that optimal trade entry right around this area, 980. So 980, once we do take that trade, you need to break out of this higher low formation. So by that time, it'll be somewhere around here. So we just, as long as we stay above this 90 and then this 18,000 here, once we get above 18,000, we should get this move upwards. Your first trim would be, or your first large majority trim would be right here around 18,050. You always want to front run it because you can see here the level starts around 18,051. That's where it starts. So front run it, TP most of your position around 18,050, then take it up to 18,070, and then you can leave your runner going to the next level. All right, once you get to this area here, you start watching out for rejection, and once we pass that, we hit 18,070, move your stop loss up really tight. From there on, if price does shoot forward, then you get whatever extra you can get from it. Otherwise, if price can't hold and just comes right back down, you're out right where you're supposed to TP anyways. All right, so that's the plan. This trade might come down here throughout the night, throughout London, and we might miss our entry through the night. But it is what it is, you know. Once the morning comes, we'll adjust the levels and see what we have planned. But this would be my main analysis for Monday or even this week. Don't know how Monday will move. So this is the analysis right here. This is your trade optimal entry. And let's zoom this out. So something like this. So I think that is it for the charting session. I will post all the analysis in the Dick Trades and Dick Premium, but I'm not going to be trading anything tonight. I'm going to wait till tomorrow and just start fresh from the morning. All right, everybody good? Any questions? Yeah, you guys just need to get some rest. Guys, last chance for the one-on-one discount, okay? This is the last chance. This is the last chance, guys. Last chance for that, okay? Ending tonight. In the next about an hour and a half, it'll be ending. So that's the charting session tonight. We'll post the levels on the tabs, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys want to tune in, tomorrow's pre-market charting session every morning, 5:45 a.m. PST.